There was rumors circling around that Ceedee Lamb was not happy with the Dallas Cowboys, but Dallas put those rumors to rest by giving him a massive 4-year extension. But today, we are going to be seeing what could have been, because I'm going to be trading Ceedee Lamb to the Green Bay Packers to see if him and Jordan Love can win a Super Bowl. And I mean, I feel like this duo is going to be absolutely electric, but to add a little bit of a challenge to this, I'm only going to be giving them 3 seasons to win a Super Bowl. But anyways, obviously this offense looks a whole lot better now that they have Ceedee Lamb. I mean, Jordan Love finally has a true superstar wide receiver. And on the other hand, the Packers do also have a very solid defense. So I feel like this team is definitely in good hands right now. But you already know we got to jump into Ceedee Lamb's first game as a Packer. And it looks like it's going to be a challenging one because we play the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's already been an interesting start to this game. I mean, we're coming out here in the first quarter. We only have 16 seconds left before the second quarter starts though, but in case you haven't realized, we are tied at 7. And Packers fans probably aren't going to want to hear this, but now that the Eagles have Saquon Barkley, I mean, I feel like this is a game that the Eagles are definitely favored to win. But now that we have Ceedee Lamb on this roster, I feel like that evens things up. I want to see if we can get this guy his first touchdown of the season. I mean, if he's open, that would be great, but if not, I'm hoping we can at least have Romeo Doubs. We got to take that, man. That is gonna bring it all the way to the 4-yard line. So I mean, I guess now we're all set up for Ceedee Lamb, bro. I mean, I know I should probably just keep it on the ground with Jacobs, but I mean, you already know we got to try and get this guy his first touchdown as a Packer. We had to, okay, no way he dropped it too. We had to rush that off. I mean, that would have been crazy if he came down with that for the touchdown, but after that the Eagles got another stop, so I guess it's 4th down. I know it's not smart to go for it here, but we are gonna find Ceedee Lamb, so I guess our gamble is gonna pay off. So that's gonna be Lamb's first touchdown as a Green Bay Packer, and that is also gonna give this team the lead. And Jalen Hurts put up one hell of a fight, but it looks like we are barely gonna sneak out with a 2-point win. I mean, obviously that's a hot start for the Green Bay Packers, but there is still a lot of football to be played, man. So I guess we'll see if this team can make it to the playoffs. And it was a very tight division race this season, but it looks like the Packers are gonna win the division with a 10-7 record, and it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Saints in the wildcard round. Before we hop into that game though, you already know we got to see what Ceedee Lamb and Jordan Love were able to accomplish this season. I mean, Lamb did have an all right year with 1,100 yards for 9 touchdowns, but he's done better. And Love is going to finish off the year with 3,400 yards for a career high 36 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So I mean, I don't think he's going to win MVP or anything, but I feel like Jordan Love should definitely be in the race. But it looks like we are down 21-17 in the 3rd quarter right now. So this is a very important drive for the Green Bay Packers. And of course, that massive pickup is going to be coming back to a holding call. And we got stopped again after that too. So now it's 3rd and 20, man. I mean, we need to get 20 yards all in one go, or else it might get out of hand pretty quickly for this team. We are gonna be able to get to Doubs though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key kind of surprised that that play actually worked out, but we really needed that, because if we give the ball back to New Orleans and we go down by 2 scores, that could very well put an end to our season. That's a huge pickup. I mean, this drive's looking a whole lot better for us now, because as long as we don't throw an interception, we should at least be putting 3 points on the board. Ceedee might sneak in here though. That's gonna be a touchdown from Lamb, so that is gonna put the Green Bay Packers right back in the lead. But there is still a lot of football to be played, and it was a nail biter, but it looks like we are gonna sneak out of the wild card game with a 7-point win. So now we have to play the 12-5 Cowboys in the divisional round, and this has been another very close game up to this point, but we do have a 10-point lead over the Cowboys right now. So if we can get in the end zone again here, that might be enough to put things away. What a run from Jacobs. I mean, obviously Dallas is the higher seed, but it would be fitting to get a win here, because I mean, Dallas fans are not going to want to hear this. You're going to hate me for saying this, but at this point, I feel like the Green Bay Packers kind of own the Dallas Cowboys. That's a first down, and these guys do always seem to choke in the playoffs. So I mean, if we can score a touchdown here, it looks like that might be happening again, and I guess that would mean Ceedee Lamb gets revenge against his former team, because this is the first time he's playing Dallas. Things are getting interesting here though, because after that, it looks like the Cowboys forced a 3rd down. So we need to get 10 yards all in one go here. If it's close, I might end up going for it on 4th down. I totally could have gone for Lamb there, man, but we're still gonna get the first down on the ground. ground. I'm just trying to be really careful with the ball here, though, man, because, I mean, if we throw a pick at this point, that will put Dallas right back in this game, and we cannot allow that right now. But, I mean, hopefully we can finish it off right here. This route has worked the last time I ran it, I'm pretty sure, so I'm hoping it's the same story here. And we have Ceedee Lamb wide open in the end zone, so that should be a big touchdown right there. And it looks like we did go on to get another playoff win, so that's gonna send the Green Bay Packers to the NFC Championship game. So, I mean, it looks like we honestly have a very solid chance at winning a ring in the first season, but this is not gonna be an easy game to win, because now we have to play the San Francisco 49ers, who are 13-4. And, I mean, you know how I said the Packers kind of own the Dallas Cowboys? It is basically the same story here, but the other way around, because the 49ers kind of own the Green Bay Packers. So if we want to make it to the Super Bowl, we are going to have to end the streak of the 49ers knocking the Packers out of the playoffs. I'm going to try and go for Dobbs right here, though. That is going to be a huge loss from Love. I just couldn't get the ball off, man. I was waiting for somebody to get open, but that never happened. So now we need to get 23 yards all in one go here, and we're getting smoked again. And I mean, unfortunately, after that, it looks like things kind of got away from us. I mean, it is not looking good for Green Bay right now. I mean, if we can score here, I guess that would put us back in this game. But yeah, man, it looks like we are gonna have to have basically everything go our way if we want to make the Super Bowl at this point. That's a good start, though. We're gonna score a touchdown with Ceedee Lamb, so that does cut into the 49ers lead, but either way, we're still getting demolished right now. I mean, we did go on to make this a very close game, but either way, once again, it looks like we are going to be losing to San Fran, so that's going to put an end to our season. Considering we made it all the way to the NFC Championship game in our first season, though, I mean, I definitely have hope that this team can win a Super Bowl, because that is a very hot start for the Packers. But to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Patrick Mahomes. Jordan Love did finish like 8th place in the votings, though. And after beating us, it looks like the 49ers went on to lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the Super Bowl. But in the offseason, we weren't able to do a whole lot because we did have to give Ceedee Lamb a very big contract, and that used up a good amount of our money. But we did pick up Matthew Judon in free agency, so that should help out the defense quite a bit. And in year 2, it was another very close division race, but this time it looks like the Vikings are going to win the division, but the Packers still made it to the playoffs, and it looks like we have a rematch against the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, the fact that we start off the postseason to a team that we seem to always lose to is a little bit alarming, but in year 2, Lamb finished off the season with 1,100 yards for 5 touchdowns. It looks like Jordan Love is going to have 3,400 yards for 23 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. But anyways, I mean, I guess it's time to do this again. I'm really hoping for a better outcome, but if I'm being honest with you, I don't know, bro. I really don't have a whole lot of faith. It's not that the team isn't good. That's a flag. That's going to be pass interference. Realistically, I probably should not have even put that in the air, but somehow it did work out for us. But as I was saying, it's not that our team isn't good. It's just the fact that San Francisco is so loaded. I mean, this is a team that you never want to see in the playoffs, but I mean, I'm going to try and go for Ceedee here, and if he can get open, I feel like we should get a decent pickup. I mean, that's going to work out. We are still going to be short of the first down, though, man. So, I mean, I might just try and go for Watson here or Dobbs. I feel like Lamb's probably going to be locked up, but we do have Christian Watson wide open, and he almost brought that all the way in. So one more solid play, and we should be getting the Packers in the end zone here. I mean, I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Jacobs and rely on our O-line. That was almost shut down, okay? But it looks like we are going to get in for the score, so the Packers are going to take the lead first. And to my surprise, this time it looks like we're actually going to get the win. I mean, that game wasn't even close. That was a blowout too. So, I mean, it looks like the curse against the San Francisco 49ers might finally be over for this franchise. And in the divisional round, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And it looks like we are barely going to take down Philly. So now we play the Minnesota Vikings Vikings for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, I knew the Minnesota Vikings won the division, but I really didn't realize how good this team was this season. So it seems like Jefferson and McCarthy have really been clicking considering they got the #1 seed. But anyways, the Vikings did just end up forcing a 3rd down. So we need 10 yards to keep this drive alive. I'm just going to try and go back for Dobbs here. That's probably... Oh, come on. That is not good. We're gonna throw an interception, man. I had to rush that off. Thankfully, it looks like that's not gonna sell our playoff hopes, though, because we did get the ball back, and we are in position to take the lead here. So this time, we need to make sure we get in the end zone. Ceedee Lamb might bring it back right here. So all we need to do is get 3 yards, and we have the lead, but it looks like Minnesota did just force a 3rd down. So we need to get everything in one go here. Oh my God, we're getting sacked. I couldn't find anyone open. I mean, we've come this far, man. So we're just gonna go for it on 4th down. We might really be selling this game right here, but 3 points I feel like isn't gonna help us out a whole lot. And Ceedee Lamb's gonna be wide open off the 4th down conversion. So that touchdown right there honestly might save this team. I mean, I'm hoping that's enough to send us to the Super Bowl. And this game came right down to the wire after all of that, but it looks like the Packers are gonna sneak out with a 3-point win, which is gonna send us to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like Lamar Jackson is gonna be winning his 3rd MVP, and we are gonna be playing the 3-time MVP in the Super Bowl. I mean, this would be an unreal Super Bowl if it did happen this season. I know after the preseason game against the Packers, Lamar did say to Jordan Love that he was gonna see him in the Super Bowl, so I guess we'll see how that would play out if it actually happens. I mean, we're in the 2nd quarter right now, and Green Bay is already up 14-7, and we have a chance to make it a 2-score lead here. That's gonna be an absolute dot, and Ceedee Lamb's gonna get away, so that's gonna make this a 2-score game for Green Bay. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter though, and it looks like we are in scoring position again, but now it's a 3-point game, so this is a very important drive for the Packers and the Ravens defense. I mean, if we don't score here, that would really suck, bro, because if Lamar has a chance to take the lead, I feel like he's definitely gonna capitalize on that. Oh, come on. I wanted to go for Lamb there, but we're just gonna keep it on the ground. That is not the best pickup in the world, but I mean, it's something. We still need 1 yard for the 1st down here, so I'm just gonna keep it on the ground with Jacobs, and he is gonna bring it all the way to the 6. And I feel like this is a good spot to try and put in the air for Ceedee Lamb. I mean, I know keeping it on the ground is definitely the smarter decision, but Ceedee Lamb has been insane in the red zone today, and it looks like that's gonna work out for his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. So this guy is going off today. And after all of that, this game still ended up going to overtime, but it looks like the Green Bay Packers are gonna get the job done with a 3-point win over Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. So it looks like 2 seasons with Ceedee Lamb is all they're gonna need to get a Super Bowl ring, because as you can see, Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. We do still have 1 more season to go though, so I mean, I guess we'll see if the Green Bay Packers can repeat as champions, but I mean, it looks like we are running low on cap space right now. So I mean, we are gonna be losing a few key players this offseason, but this team should still be insane. And in our final season, it looks like the Packers are going to have their best year yet, going 14-3 to win the division and get the #1 seed in the playoffs. And it looks like we're going to be starting things off against the Philadelphia Eagles. But before we hop into that game, we got to see what Ceedee Lamb was able to do this season. And honestly, he did have kind of an underwhelming season with 958 yards for 4 touchdowns. Jordan Love did not disappoint though, because he's going to have 3,400 yards for 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. But I mean, either way, I wouldn't say Ceedee Lamb had a bad season. That's just kind of underwhelming for him, but he should still be able to go off in the playoffs, because I mean, it seems like once playoff hits, he has been a different breed so far. I mean, he cooked the Cowboys, he cooked the Ravens in the Super Bowl, he cooked the 49ers last season, so I guess we'll see what he can do against the Eagles. He is going to be locked up. Oh, come on, that was definitely catchable. And since he couldn't get that, now it is 3rd down, so we need 10 yards to keep this drive alive. I'm gonna go for Ceedee and just put all of my trust in the hands of him. Actually, I'm gonna throw this anyways. That might not work out, but he's gonna come down with it. That was a pretty good grab right there because he got smoked the second that ball touched his hands. But now we only need 4 yards for the touchdown, and we are gonna have this guy wide open off of that route. So that's gonna be yet another playoff touchdown for Ceedee Lamb, and that gives the lead to the Green Bay Packers first. And it looks like it was another very close game, but we are gonna get the best of the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's gonna send the Packers to the NFC Championship game for the 3rd season in a row. And in the NFC Championship game, it looks like we have a rematch against the Dallas Cowboys. So I guess we'll see if we can keep our streak of beating the Cowboys in the playoffs alive. But we are down by 10 points right now. So, I mean, that's not the best, but we do have a chance. Hold on. That's going to be a... He got the first down, but then he got pushed backwards. So I guess it's 3rd and 2. That was definitely a weird play. I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Jacobs this time, though. And it looks like we are still going to get the first down. But anyways, obviously, if we can score here, that is going to cut into Dallas's lead. But we will still be losing no matter what. That should be a first down, though. We got Ceedee Lamb wide open, and he's gonna get away. This dude has just been absolutely phenomenal on Green Bay, though, bro. I mean, him and Jordan Love have such a solid connection. I'm gonna try and go back for him again here, and he is wide open. I mean, Trayvon Diggs can't stay on this man, bro. He keeps getting away. I'm gonna try and finish it off right here, though. I did not know that. Apparently, Darren Bland has X Factor. I'm not sure when that happened, but anyways, we're getting smoked by Parsons. So that's going to make things interesting. I mean, that guy is by far the biggest problem on this defense. If he gets through to us again, we're screwed. Please, bro, get there. That's a dot from Jordan. Oh, it's out of bounds. I mean, we really needed that to work out for us, man. I can't believe he wasn't able to keep the feet in there, but I'm going to let that slide because Ceedee Lamb has bailed us out of a lot today. He might even do it again here. Come on, keep going. That's going to bring up a 4th down. I don't want to screw this team over, but I also don't want to kick a field goal. So I'm going to go for it on 4th down. We only need 4 yards, so I feel like Ceedee Lamb is more than capable of doing that, and obviously that's gonna pay off. So now we need to get 5 yards and we're in for the touchdown. I'm gonna try and go for Musgrave here and see if he can get open, and that is gonna work out for a touchdown on a drive where we probably should have just gone for the field goal, but our gambles are gonna pay off. So now we're only down by 3 points. But either way, man, after all of that fighting, it looks like Dallas is finally gonna beat the Packers in the playoffs. So that's gonna send us home. I can't even be mad though, man, because this team did have a phenomenal run. I mean, we made it to the NFC Championship game 3 times, and we did get a Super Bowl win for this team. But to end things off in the final season, it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to be winning MVP. And after beating us, it looks like Prescott and the Cowboys did go on to beat the Buffalo Bills by 3 points in the Super Bowl. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.